All right. Well, yep, there we go. Welcome to The Push.
I'm Steve Machine Curran. This is Kev Big Daddy Allwood.
How are you, Steve?
I'm good, man. I'm fucking tired. I've had a busy week, as have you had.
So is that bandana there to keep your eyes open or something?
You may wonder why I have a bandana on my head.
I did as soon as I walked in.
I saw it. It's actually my daughter's. and I put it on because I actually thought this was acceptable wear back in the 90s when I was training. And now it's fucking ridiculous.
So are you a pirate or a Snoop Dogg?
I'm a Crip. I'm the only bald, white, middle-aged guy in the Crips. I shouldn't say that. I'll probably start some sort of gang. They'll probably come after me.
They will.
Suge Knight. Was Suge Knight a Crip or a Blood?
They'll put a contract on you. He was a Blood, man. He's from Bompton.
Oh, man.
Bompton.
Really? Bompton in the house. Well, we're in Alexandria. We're straight out of Alexandria. And this is episode 5 of The Push.
Episode 5 already. We're getting through them.
We are. And
yeah, it's good.
It's last week was really cool, man. We had the Meathead special, the Olympia wrap up with Chris Cavalos and William Jovis, and they were good. They were good sports, weren't they?
They were funny.
They were good boys. And I thought it was interesting because I was really trying to get Chris to drop some names and be the cocky Chris Cavalos that he's got hammered for online.
Yes.
And man, I don't know if he's done some coaching or if he's spoke to some people, but he comported himself really well, really diplomatically.
I think that when people are writing shit online, they allow that different persona to come through. No one's there to hold them accountable, but he was in the room with 3 of us. There was 4 of us in there. I think that was the real Chris.
Really? Okay.
We saw.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's that cocky.
No, nor do I.
No, in normal.
Yeah, he's never been with me.
No.
And if he says wants to be a pro and his goal is to be on the Olympia stage, he's not really being cocky about that or arrogant. He's just saying this is what he wants to do. He's good at it. He loves doing it, and more power to him, really.
Yes, I got that. That is pretty genuine.
And what I forgot to talk to him about, which I wanted to because it's a pretty cool story, is the fact that he had a massive motorbike accident. I'm not sure how long ago, where he was T-boned by a taxi at an intersection, and his legs were a mess. He's got bits of steel in his. I'm guessing that was you're smoking because I referenced to being T-boned.
Yeah.
You realise that's truly sad.
Yeah. It's sad that I laughed at that.
It's sad that we both laughed at it. Not as hilarious as the spraying fiasco.
Chris enjoying a good spraying. Yeah.
It was spraying Raleigh.
T-bone and sprayed. Yeah.
Yeah, so Chris has been T-boned, he's been sprayed, and he's come out the better for it. He's come out the bigger man. And William Jovis, smart kid, really.
Yeah.
Doreen,
not just a dumb buffhead that wears lumberjack costumes.
Looks like a member of the Village People.
Yeah.
Fine arts degree and degree in bank financing. So yeah, a good night. If you haven't seen it, check it out. That's episode 4, the Meathead Olympia wrap up.
Yeah, episode 4. Now we're on episode 5, and
we're talking teeth. Now
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Just before the show, Kevin showed me that he actually has some sort of weird implant, weird removable mandible tooth thing
Don't
here,
know what you're talking about.
which he just removed for me, and I said,
beautiful smile.
and I said, what the fuck, man? Like, I got big gaps until I get my implants, which seems to be this never-ending process. And he said, not my problem, not my mouth.
Your mouth, your problem.
Your mouth, your problem. Which to me sounds like it would be a cool hashtag. You'll have, like, instead of me too, hashtag me too. You know what that's about?
No.
How can you not know what that's about? How can you be woke if you don't know what me too is?
I'm only lit. I'm not woke.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to be lit. You don't know what woke? Do you know what woke means though?
Yeah. Aware.
Okay.
Right.
So
Aware.
me too is hashtag me too. I shouldn't joke about it because it is. It's a serious matter. If you've had sexual molestation.
Ah. Right. I could do with some.
No, we should. Okay. What's that? That's not even funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. People get molested all the time. It's just not me.
Yeah.
So in all honesty, I sometimes think I might have been as a child. I shouldn't.
Did you have a favourite uncle?
Did.
Did you sit on his knee?
No, but he did some time. But no, I don't think it's appropriate story. I should get okay from my other family members before I discuss that.
Yeah.
But no, I do remember my parents would make sure we never spent any time with him by ourselves. Seriously,
Wow.
seriously.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I've got a younger sister. I have a sister who's 2 years younger than me, and when we were kids, my parents had friends who also had kids, and we'd go, as you do as a family, go over and have dinner or whatever, and the father would always ask my sister to come and sit on his lap.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Well, I don't think. Well,
No,
it became a regular thing, so that my parents were like, okay, we're not going to go there anymore.
What is a grown man asking other family's girl to sit on their lap? That's fucked up.
Yeah, so they defriended them. We stopped going and hanging out with them.
Yeah, no, rightly so.
I don't know if there was ever anything more than just. I mean, she was a pretty girl, but he was.
How old was your sister at the time?
I don't know, 5 or something.
6.
I don't know.
Christ, man.
Well, I didn't say there was any fiddling going on.
No, okay, no. It's man, it's scary. As a father of a daughter, like it's
Oh, absolutely.
All boys,
Yeah, well, naturally they fell out. Well, they just sort of drifted apart.
Yeah. I'm just. The other thing is, I'm going to take this off because I look more ridiculous. But I do. So my beard. We discussed beards the other day, and mine's. I literally haven't had time to shave. I had the option of shaving my head or shaving my beard, and I took the shaving the head because I figured I'd look less like an old man if I'd grown my hair with a big bald spot. But the reason I don't grow a beard and have a shaved head is because I feel like I just look like a bearded muscle gay guy. Not responding to that.
You could look like that if you really wanted
No,
to.
well, I'm just saying, not that there's anything wrong with looking like that.
Bearded muscle gay guy.
Yeah. Is that
a bear?
A bear. No, I'm not really hair enough to be a bear.
Could you be though? You could be. You'd be a grey bear.
Is that
silverback?
Thing? Is that a thing?
No, I don't know. Silverbacks?
Anyway.
Right. Now.
Beef.
Eminem, we've talked about him before being a skillful rapper. He put out skillful, technically skillful with his delivery of
best rapper of all time.
According to some,
you don't agree?
Well, I think he's probably
who's better.
Greatest of all time. My favourite of all time. I mean, not my favourite. The greatest. I think Tupac's up there. But technical word wizardry, Eminem.
Skills.
Eminem. Anyway, look, Eminem put out his new album a couple of weeks ago. There was a small reference in there.
Tupac's better looking.
I thought you liked Phil Heath's looks. His eyes.
No, he lost. No,
Steve likes gazing into Phil Heath's eyes.
No, he's out. He's no longer the gift.
He has like light eyes.
He has quite stunning eyes.
Stunning eyes.
So beef with Eminem.
So Eminem put out this album, Kamikaze. There was a reference in one of his songs to Kelly, which is Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly is another white rapper.
Because Kelly made a reference to him 6 years before that. Is that right?
Oh, I don't know.
Machine Gun Kelly made a slight reference in a song a long time ago, and so Eminem dropped a little dig at him in
his song on his latest album.
Was it Lucky You?
I think it might be Lucky You.
I think it might have
been. Anyway, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, he's pretty talented in his own right. He's nowhere near as well known as Eminem, but he has released a song called Rap Devil. Now, for those Eminem fans, you'll know that Eminem had a pretty impressive song a few years ago called Rap God.
Rap God.
And Machine Gun Kelly says something like, fuck Rap God, I'm the Rap Devil.
Yes.
going like
How dare he.
going like this.
How dare he?
So Machine Gun Kelly came out with Rap Devil, and in response to that, Eminem has dropped another song called Kill Shot, where he lyrically assassinates Machine Gun Kelly.
Just incidentally, I find with the Machine Gun Kelly, so I listened to it a few times, the Rap Devil, and I thought, this is not a bad song. I never heard the only time I'd heard Machine Gun Kelly apart from that was on the song called Home, which my daughter likes. So my 10-year-old daughter likes Machine Gun Kelly.
Right.
The song called Home, yeah. So on this one, I was listening to it, I thought, it's not a bad song. I quite like it, quite like the flow. But then I realised, after listening to it multiple times, I realised the reason I like it is because it sounds like an Eminem song, I think.
With the beats.
Not even the beats, even the man,
it's pretty
squashing me.
It's pretty gangster sounding. Like it's like there's a lot of bass and it's a slow beats and Machine Gun Kelly has a good voice in it. He says things like, "You're about to be 46 years old, dog. Talking about I'ma call up trick, man. You sound like a bitch."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's really laying into Eminem, calling him a bitch, saying, but it's not all dissing, because he acknowledges that he's the greatest rapper alive.
Yeah, but then Eminem says stuff on Kill Shot. Eminem says stuff like, "But you're a fucking molehill. Now I'm gonna make a mountain out of you," and that's pretty much it, man. Like, don't
That's
like,
He also says, "I had to give you a career in order to destroy
in
it."
order to destroy it.
Yeah. This is as big as you're going to get, so enjoy it. Had to give you a career to destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Machine Gun
What are
Kelly
you doing?
wouldn't-
What are you doing dissing Eminem, really?
Well, I don't think Machine Gun Kelly would have even been on Eminem's radar.
No, for sure. No. And the references to Stan, I like, because he's got blonde hair, he's skinny.
Oh, he's calling him Stan.
Yeah, they says, where is it? I can't...
Stan, Dad,
Yes,
Dad, something
yeah,
like
that's
that.
right. That's right. That's Stan's son. Listen, man, Dad isn't mad, but how are you going to name yourself after a damn gun
And have
a man bun? Did he have a man bun?
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
Not anymore.
No, but in that song, and have you seen the artwork for Kill Shot?
Yes, yeah. Was
There's
it Target?
Target with a man bun dude on there. And some of Machine Gun Kelly's old songs, he had a man bun.
The other thing I was thinking, and I saw this on YouTube today. So there's a photo of I keep thinking R. Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly is a photo of him with a T-shirt on with the Kill Shot logo on it.
I heard he wore it in a concert or something.
Well, that's right. It was a Fall Out Boy concert, and oh, that's cute.
Man, look at that.
Just show that to the camera.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not a very good film, but there's Machine Gun Kelly right there with a man bun.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah.
He's at a concert, Fall Out Boy concert. He's the support act, and he gets everybody to give the finger to the stage, and then apparently show the shirt. So he sort of duped the crowd into doing it to the shirt, and apparently he got booed off stage at a Fall Out Boy concert. So I mean,
well, actually, in the Machine Gun Kelly song, he says to Eminem something about, "You're pissed because all your fans discovered me."
please.
Something like that.
Did he say pissed?
Oh, I didn't.
Pissed?
That's not the
Did he say in a
right.
Kiwi
That's,
accent?
that's not the right words he used. He didn't say that.
You're
He just
pissed.
said-
You're pissed, and you had a cup of tea and a fish and chips.
Shoot, fucking idiot. That's not even a Kiwi accent.
Fucking yeah, I can. Oh, I can't do it. I was going to do it. No, I can't. It's very racist.
It's fish and
Fish
chips.
and chips. You know, the people in North Queensland speak like this. They go, "Yeah, Captain Cook." Yeah.
Go and take a dip in the pool.
No, I'm talking about the locals.
Oh, the locals. What?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Anyway, so that's the deal. Eminem, I think he slayed. We all agreed that he slayed this little upstart, or not.
Yeah, but I still actually like the whole vibe of Machine Gun Kelly's song. I like the
Yeah, but as I said, I think that's because it sounds like an Eminem song. Are you gonna play a bit?
I am.
We might get pulled off YouTube though. Copyright, man. Don't do it.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm serious.
Even halfway through our thing.
Seriously. Yeah, you won't. All right. Bye, guys. No, seriously, you will.
Even if it's partway through.
Gets recognised and gets it's sort of automatic. Okay, that's enough. It's a good song. But
Really?
yeah, you don't understand AI.
Is that because of the thousands of views we're getting on our podcast?
It's because it's copyrighted.
Right.
Have you ever posted anything like any music on YouTube? I've done a lot of training videos, and you can see them at Steve Curran on YouTube, Steve Machine Curran on YouTube. And when you do that, you I'd often put music on the videos,
yes,
and they'd get it'd come back and it would show the video with no sound,
right? And
because of the copyright for that song. So we might get away with that short part, but don't do that at home, kids. How was your week anyway? I didn't ask you. I've been talking about my teeth and about my hair and about my beard.
My week was pretty good. I visited my daughter again.
Yeah.
That's come around again.
Is she happy to see you?
She was very happy to see me.
Yeah, that's nice.
She laughed and giggled and we played and had a good time. A couple of hours. So
yeah. There's not much else to do there, is there? In Canberra?
No.
Like as far as entertainment.
I'm restricted to the.
No, I know
facility.
that, but I mean, if you wanted to go like after you
Hang
visit
out.
your daughter, go and hang out and
No, it's pretty.
go to
boring.
the beach or something.
Beach. Not that many beaches in Canberra.
No, that's my point. Yeah. Anything else?
Not really anything I'm going to talk about.
Food?
Now.
Food?
Oh yeah, food was good. Dieting hard for a whole week. 7 days of clean eating, and then last night I had a bit of a
refeed.
Yeah.
And how was your refeed?
My refeed was like salt and vinegar chips and
it's not even worth it. Biscuits
and licorice all sorts. And
you're a real lolly man, aren't you?
Lol.
Just before you came around with the boys, I found 2 chocolate cupcakes, little chocolate kids cupcakes.
Mini ones.
Are so good.
Did you inhale them?
I did indeed. But
do you just like slip them in, or is it going to be part of a cheat?
I'm going to have a cheat tonight.
Right.
Yeah. I've been good all week.
It was like cheat entree.
Yeah. You know what though? You shouldn't do that because if you start, once you open the floodgates, then by the time you get to dinner, you've filled up on crab.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to have I'm going to try to restrict. I'm going to have another meal now after this, and then go and have a proper meal tonight.
Yeah, look, I had an overload of calories last night, and it was calories from things that I wanted to eat, which was sweet treats and stuff, and then back onto the clean eating today.
City Gym Summer Shred is continuing. There's some good involvement.
3 weeks into City Gym Summer Shred. We're 3 weeks in.
3 weeks seems like ages.
Like it's the 21st or something today, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I did a video with Nick the other day, Nick Jones, who's coming up with male and female prize packs, about $200 each, I think, for Gen Tech Problems.
Are we close enough? Are we close enough to this?
We can come in. We can come in.
I think we should come in. I think the microphone picked up that cough.
Sorry. Yeah, that wasn't very professional.
We have a new microphone.
This is actually the third one I've bought because I'm a complete Luddite and
he's a retard.
And for some reason I can't get the right one. Technology completely baffles me. And
yes.
And have you got a laptop? Yeah. Is it a Mac or
no?
You don't have a laptop?
Oh, I have an old one which I don't use. No, I have a. I use an iPad.
Okay. Well, I've always used Windows. All the way through Telstra, I had Windows computers, PCs, and we bought this $3,500 MacBook Pro because I was sort of going to do all my
I like Macs better. Are you struggling with it?
The only one that can use it in our house is Bianca. She's all over it.
Right.
I can't.
No, it's only there's a few subtle things that are different, but once you get a bit of practice, I reckon it's a bit more user friendly. You use an iPhone, right?
Yeah, but I completely disagree with that statement.
Only because you've been conditioned to the whatever the fuck it's called,
Microsoft. Yeah,
for the last 20 years.
I've been Bill Gates' bitch for
bend over, taking it right up the rectum.
I wouldn't say that specifically, but I have used his tools for a long time.
I still haven't showed you my T-shirt. Look, I wore my favourite rapper today. The Godfather
Easy.
of gangster rap, Ice motherfucking Cube, right?
Yeah.
The father of rap music, as we know it.
Yeah, he's a very wealthy man now, isn't he?
He is a wealthy man. He's a smart boy.
You never hear any scandals about him or anything,
No.
do you? He's still married to the same lady, I think.
Yeah.
What's her name? Kim Kardashian.
No.
Be weird if he was though. Imagine if he was.
Kanye, Ice Cube, and Eminem all married to Kims.
Oh, there's something in there.
And Lil Kim. Biggie.
Eminem isn't.
Oh, he was. He married her twice.
Yeah, true that. Maybe
And Biggie with Lil Kim. I don't think they were married though, but he
No,
was
he just
put
banging.
one up there.
that's charming. Little Kim, did you watch the movie, the Biggie movie?
Notorious.
Yeah,
Yes, I liked it.
good movie, wasn't
I
it?
did like it. Oh, when Biggie was alive, I wasn't actually that much of a fan. 'Cause
Not me.
I like Tupac, and I thought Biggie sounded like he had a mouthful of something
Deep.
trying to rap. It's like he had a mouthful when he was trying
We're
to
both tired and emotional. You know what? It's really sad. I mean, this is sad to think this is the case, but you know why I wasn't into him? Because he was overweight.
Really?
Yeah,
It might have been partly me too. I don't know. I actually didn't like his voice. It sounded like he had a fluff in his mouth from the front.
Quite mumbly,
Couldn't
isn't
really
it?
understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's his
Thing.
hustle. Yeah,
But no, isn't that because he's had so much fat around his cheeks and stuff?
I'd say so. Yeah,
It was pushing into his mouth and
yeah. Might have
sounded
been
like
eating drumsticks while he was rapping.
he was eating fried chicken and waffles.
And waffles. Yeah, I
And,
love waffles.
You like waffles and fried
Why
chicken?
not?
You know they serve fried chicken and waffles in those American restaurants.
Together.
Yeah,
Why would
that's a thing.
Why would you do that for?
That's their thing in the hood, man.
Have you seen that place called Butter on? I think it's Hunt Street near where I used to live in Goldman Street, with all the sneakers in the window. It's called Butter, and it's got a high end sneaker shop. So in all the windows, it's got these like really
Exclusive models of sneakers.
So you go there to eat, and you can look at the sneakers. And
it's a restaurant.
Yeah, and you get it's chicken wings and champagne. If you're balling, I think it's for rappers.
Right.
So, given that we
should go there.
we should go
there and check it
we
out.
could do a review.
Do a review, yeah.
Chicken
That's
wings
what
and
we could do.
champagne. I don't drink.
You know, we
I
could
don't
do
drink.
reviews.
Do you drink?
No.
No.
I'll have a tequila with you though one day.
No, I don't drink. I could have a Coke Zero, I guess. Gab, the girl. Does Jay drink when she's not
We
pregnant?
could review. No, she was never a drinker before. No.
Gabrielle will have to drink all of it then.
We could do reviews of food
Restaurants,
places.
Yeah, we could. Our food places are pretty limited. I pretty much just go to McDonald's.
I thought you were on a diet, man. Aren't you on the shred?
Yeah. No, when I'm doing a refeed.
Oh yeah. Man, I haven't eaten McDonald's for fucking decades. Seriously.
Yeah, I had a good run for about 10 years, and
I don't think I've had the McFlurry, the ice cream and cookies.
I know what it is, man.
I've had that in Australia. That's the only thing I've bought from McDonald's in like 20 years.
What do you mean you go overseas to have your McDonald's?
No, well, I moved here like 18, 20 years ago, whatever it was, and I had stopped eating McDonald's prior to coming here. So
Right.
for all that time, I've not eaten McDonald's because it's fucking shit. Bit like Kanye. It's shit. It's not like, I love burgers. I love burgers like, shout out to Jordan. What's Jordan?
The Fat Red.
The Fat Red.
Shout
Shout
on
out to
Insta.
Fat Red. He's a burger eating machine. In fact, I've eaten burgers with him at Milky Way in Bondi, which is a really good...
He came to the gym the other night. Did you see
Milky
him?
Lane, sorry, not Milky Way, Milky Lane. No, I didn't see him.
He's
but
looking good. Natural competitor. Awesome physique. Awesome guy. Much love, Judo. The Fat Red on Instagram.
we might have to get the Fat Red in here.
Yeah. He can talk about his eating prowess.
He has entered fucking like
Eating
those
competitions.
eating competitions like you see in America where they stuff like 48 hot dogs.
And timing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
timed.
it's more burgers, isn't it?
Timed. No, yeah, the whole pizza. A massive
Yeah.
a
He
massive
could-
family-sized
dude
pizza.
can eat. He's an example of someone, and like yourself, I guess, just always stayed natural and has continued to put on muscle slowly. And
It's hard as a natural to
For
put
sure.
on.
But
but
it's-
like 200 grams in a year is pretty good going.
But the muscle stays with you then. Like it's with you
That's
for
right.
life until you're sort of 70.
So it's a steady progression as a natural, not a up and down.
Not a roller coaster.
Not like a massive gain, massive loss, massive gain, massive loss. That I believe would be the hardest thing to mentally deal with as a steroid user.
Well,
you suddenly get big gains.
Yes.
In size and strength and how
recovery
and how good you feel,
yes.
right? And then you have to take a break and go off it, and you lose a proportion of those gains.
Well, and you can mitigate some of the loss with PCT, but to be honest, most people just keep staying on. That's what
right. But to come off, the mental challenges and the way it affects you mentally must be devastating. If you want to be a big boy, and if that's how you feel good, right, and that's your whole life, and then suddenly you lose 10 kilos or whatever it is, you naturally will want to go back on straight away.
That's right, yeah. And because if you've...
But as a natural, right, if you're only gaining, I don't know, a kilo or 2 in a year, and over 10 years you've gained 10, 15, whatever kilos, you keep that.
That's right.
It's a slow, steady progression.
That's right. No, that's exactly how I felt when each time I've come off. I've because if you hang your self-esteem on being a big meathead, and then it
unfortunately
lose that, then you've got an uphill battle with self-esteem issues and let alone the training side of things.
Oh yeah, because if
weaker,
one day you can lift 100 kilos and the next day you can only lift 60, it's going to affect you, right?
Yeah, it is. It's not that dramatic that quickly, but it's what I would find was there'd be like 8 weeks. The first 8 weeks you'd be fine. You'd be thinking, oh, this is fine. It's not that bad. I'm still getting a good pump. My strength is still there. After the 8 weeks, that's when things, the wheels started falling off. Right. And you'd by 12 weeks, 14 weeks, you'd be crying at adverts and you'd have no sex drive.
And the sex drive thing. Why you would want to mess with your balls?
Someone's got it.
Hashtag me too.
Yes, I don't think that's the appropriate use of it.
Oh, okay.
But it could be. No, a good question because the results went on are so dramatic.
Yes.
They're addictive. They're emotionally addictive, psychologically addictive.
I can pick them in the gym. Like they're young guys and they look in the mirror a lot because they've suddenly seen
suddenly put on 5 kilos.
This new mass that I've never seen before.
Just water though.
They check themselves out constantly.
Well, it's not just young guys, man. I think there's nothing sadder than seeing some middle-aged guys my age jumping on juice for the first time. I'm not talking about hormone replacement level. I'm talking about big. You can see there's that contingent of the gym. Yeah. That are
You're not talking about competitors.
I'm not talking about competitors or bodybuilders. I'm talking about usually guys that are quite doing well financially.
And their trainer.
And their trainers encourage them to jump on. And the thing is, what happened? And so you've got these guys that have been sort of meek, mild, maybe, and now they're all jacked up and they're strutting around with the ILS, which, imaginary lat syndrome, and they're suddenly a bit staunch. And you just think, dude, you're 45 and you're acting like you're 16. Not only that, and this is a problem with that. This is a big issue with steroid use. It will give you muscle, regardless of how you train and regardless of how you eat. So you can train like an absolute dickhead
and eat like a fuckwit
and still put on muscle.
Yeah.
But what happens is it's a phenomenon which I see often where because they're not training properly, they're training with a shitty trainer. The development is all on the front. There's no posterior chain. So everything's hunched forward like this because there's no scapular retraction when they train, like when they do chest or back or anything like that. So it's all anterior delt, and they're all walking around like this. So it's all anterior delt, arms,
pecs,
of course no legs,
abs.
Well, really? If they're eating shit, they're not going to get lean. But it's just it's just such a bad look. There's nothing complete about it.
It is a bad look.
It's nothing athletic about it or aesthetic. It's just and it just looks like they've had certain muscles at the front of their physique pumped up.
Traps too.
So traps, anterior delt, a little bit of your chest and arms, and And it's, as I said, you can do that and get that look by training like a fucking moron, literally. You know, and we know
People.
we know
Fit
people.
that
We know
category.
people. Yeah, and the thing is, I get it because it's attractive. Like I struggled. I trained naturally.
It's attractive.
Not that look.
You're talking about how quick the results come.
Results are.
Yeah.
I trained for I think 3 or 4 years naturally, and I actually it was about 4 years. 2 years I actually put on no weight.
Yes.
But then I discovered eating, and I went from 60 to 90 kilos naturally.
Yeah. See, why did you want to jump up again?
Because it wasn't enough. Because it wasn't enough.
Wow.
I was seriously. I mean, it stems from like I wanted to get on stage. I wanted to be a bodybuilder. By the time I got to 90 kilos, I was in a bodybuilding gym. I wanted to be a bodybuilder. And when you
if you put 30 kilos,
I was impatient,
in
man.
2 years though. That's
a lot of fat, bro.
incredible.
Bro, a lot of fat.
Okay,
a lot of fat.
but still, to make that sort of gain, you would have made great improvements in strength, right?
Yeah, for sure. I was squatting I was squatting 220.
I don't care about the fucking numbers.
Fuck you.
But see, making gains as a natural, that's enough to keep going and want to gain more. But you know, there was a line I didn't want to go over, whereas you were like happy to go over.
Okay, so what stopped you from doing that?
Okay,
was it health issues or?
Firstly, I was.
I remember you were really against it.
I grew up in New Zealand, so my first 10 years I trained in New Zealand. 8 years or something, and it just wasn't as available over there as what I discovered when I came to Australia. It's more in your face. Whereas it was like, obviously there were people that used it, but they weren't. It wasn't in your face.
Okay, all right.
Over here, come to the gym that I came to here, and there's needle disposal bins in the toilets.
Yeah.
You know, it's like in your face, and there's obviously massive numbers of guys that do it. And everywhere I went, people be like, "Oh, what are you taking? What are you using?"
In '97, when we both came to the City Gym, were you '97?
The first time I came,
it was a freak show.
Oh, it was.
It was a freak show.
But like even going out somewhere and you know a dance club and people would come to you, "Oh man, you look good. What are you on? What are you on? What are you using?" I'm like, I'm on tuna. I'm on tuna. I'm on tuna and I'm on some rice, and they'll be like, nah, man, what are you on? Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm not on, man.
See, what they say to me is, bro, what are you not on? Because the list was shorter. No, that's not true.
No, that's Quentin's list.
So you know, I get it. I get why people do it, and but you need to do an apprenticeship and pay your dues, I think, and learn how to train properly.
You need to build a foundation naturally,
and learn about nutrition as well.
Yeah.
If you can't write yourself an eating plan and work out your macros, you wouldn't. And you've got no business taking a steroid cycle. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's gotten younger and younger. You've got literally guys just getting ready. We all know, like that cliche, or it's true. Guys getting ready for stereo or a big dance party, just out of their 20s, not even taking Trenbolone and Clenbuterol and fat burners. Like,
see, it's available. It's available. They can get it just like that. They just need to go up to the biggest guy in the gym and say, "Can you hook me up?"
Yeah. I remember when I started training, I would go to the health food store, and I'd look at Joe Weider's amino pack, and I'd be like, "Oh, this looks pretty full on." You know, I'd think this must be the holy grail. If I get this, I'm definitely going to grow.
Yeah, right. Do you remember there was an animal pack or something?
Oh, animal pack was much later. Joe Weider's mega amino pack, and it was a cardboard little box,
desiccated liver,
all
and
that,
those
and
things.
all the little, it had 6 little tubs of little coloured tablets.
Yeah,
they're probably like sugar tablets or something. I don't know.
No, there was. I remember there was a little weird shit in there.
There was what?
Weird shit in some of those. Like there was a multivitamin, but then there was a desiccated liver.
Yes,
and
then I remember Terry Mitsos. Was sponsored by, I think it was Neutralite.
Shout out to ASN. And Nick.
And we remember Terry Mitsos? He was a big boy back then, and he was
Terry Mitchell's gym in Marrickville.
That's right.
That's closed down now. Did you know that?
Yeah, he had a supplement company, and no, he had a supplement product, protein powder, and this shirt. I had the shirt, and I was probably 70 kilos. It said, "Don't get huge, get massive." Do you remember them?
No, I remember
A
that
lot of
phrase.
people had them because they gave
that phrase.
Don't get huge.
Was that
get massive.
Mitchell's
Yeah.
product?
Well, he was sponsored by them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, by who?
Whatever the name of the product is, I can't remember. I think the
Max's?
protein powder was no, way before Max's. It was called, I think the protein powder was called Massive. You know who would know? Lonnie would know because our mate Lonnie used to train with him.
That's another one gone. That's finished. Running out of juice.
Oh, we're not doing well here today, are we?
No,
We've had complete technical breakdown as well as mental and emotional breakdown.
That's right. I think we're about 35 minutes there. Now there's
Yep.
another 5. We may as well.
I think we might just tank this one. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this podcast. We're going to have. I think we need a good night's sleep and maybe a rub or something.
A rub.
Not each other. I don't know. I need something. Maybe some
I
chocolate.
do need a rub, but I don't need a rub from you. Thanks.
No,
Steve.
thank you. I wasn't offering.
Sure you won't.
Okay, I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin, Big Daddy Allwood,
This is The
signing
Push.
out.
Peace out, y'all. Much
See you
love.
later. See ya.